All right, this is the second of a three-part video series talking about communication models. We've already discussed the linear model. Now we're going to talk about the interactive model of communication. This model starts out very similar to the linear model. You have your sender and the receiver. Of course, there's the channel of communication through which the message is sent. There's noise that is influencing the reception of that message. What's different about this model is the way that we approach the message. Now, in the linear model, it goes left to right from sender to receiver. In this model, however, it's an interaction. There's a message going both ways. So instead of there just being a sender and receiver, we have a sender receiver and then a receiver sender, which means that at any given time, you are both the sender and the receiver. We give off messages and then we interpret how our messages are received. That feedback comes back to us, and that determines how we give our next piece of information, how we send our next message. There's one other factor that was introduced with this model, and that's field of experience. That both sides have a depth of knowledge and culture and background that influences the way they communicate and the way that they understand. This part here in the middle, surrounding the channel, the part where the two paradigms overlap, that's where the most meaningful communication happens, because that's where you're seeing eye to eye with the other person. This is the interactive model of communication. This model came about rather recently, especially with the rise of the internet. Chat rooms or any social media, when there's a conversation going back and forth, I send a message, someone responds to it, I respond to that response. That reflects this interactive model of communication.